You don't need to pay anyone or any company to get your credit score up. You can make it happen for free with just a little bit of planning and discipline. People always think that there's a secret sauce, that as soon as you implement it, everything just sorts itself out overnight. Unfortunately, this is not the case in real life. Everything good is built with time, and if someone tells you otherwise, know that you're being lied to. If you're based in the UK, the first thing you need to do to get a perfect credit score is to set up an account with Experian. Experian is the most popular credit rating agency used by lenders and classifies the perfect credit score between 969 and 999. To create an account with Experian, go to this website. You can find the link in the description below. You will then be able to find out what's your current credit score and download your credit report for free after signing up to the 30 days trial subscription. You can cancel the subscription straight after downloading the report so that you don't get charged after 30 days. If your credit score is already between 961 and 999, then there's nothing left for you to do. But if it's not, the next thing you need to do is to link up all your current bank accounts to Experian. This will allow Experian to have visibility over your spending habits and assess your credit risk with a high level of accuracy. Note that there are several sources of credit. You can use credit card, service credit, installment loan, personal line of credit, and home equity line of credit. But among all of these, the easiest way to build your credit score is by using a credit card or service credit, because those are the easiest to get access to and you can quickly see their impact on your credit score. Service credits are composed of rent, rate, TV, broadband, water, heating, and electricity charges. It's important you set up this as automatic payment on your credit card if you want those to count toward your credit score. Among the charges cited above, there's generally one charge that cannot be set up on the credit card, and that's your rent. And that's because most landlords do not have the facility to process rent payment through credit card. So to fix this issue, you want to ask your landlord if he's currently reporting your rent payment through the Experian Rent Bureau. If the answer is yes, there's nothing left to do for you here, and that means that your rent payment is contributing toward your credit score. This is important because rent tends to be our largest expense, so you want to make sure that that is contributing toward your credit score. Now, if the answer is no, you want to create a free account with Credit Ladder. You can find the link in the description below. Credit Ladder is an organization that helps tenants improve their credit position for free by reporting their rent payment with Experian. Once that's sorted, the next step is to review your debt repayment history to see if you've missed any payment in the past. You can find out this information on the credit report that you will have downloaded from Experian. Missing a payment or the habit of missing payment indicate to lender that you're not credit worthy. Therefore, you're less likely to receive a credit in the future, or even if you do, it will be at the high interest rate, which is essentially penalizing you for bad behavior. Note that your debt repayment history represents 35% of your credit score. This is the largest chunk of your credit card composition. So if there's only one area you should focus on to improve your credit score or to get a perfect credit score, it should be this one. And the easiest way to ensure that you never miss a payment is by figuring out how much you spend on a monthly basis. Do this exercise for the past 6 months and then you will notice that there's a trend on your spending. And the spending from month to month wouldn't change that much. It will be about the same. Once you have that number, call your bank and ask them to set up your credit limit to that number. Once that is set, that means that you can never spend more than that limit on your credit card. Then the next step is to set up an automatic payment or a direct debit that will transfer money from your current account directly to your credit card so that that's paid on time and in full at the end of every month. You can find out more detail about this on this video. The next step to assess on your credit score composition, it is your credit utilization rate. What does that mean? Your credit utilization rate is how much you tend to spend out of your credit limit. This represents 30% of your credit score composition, and therefore it is the second element to look at carefully if you want to obtain the perfect credit score. Lenders prefer this number to be low because if you get closer to your credit limit, it becomes too likely for you not to repay the debt and to default. You calculate your credit utilization rate by dividing your credit card balances to your credit limit. For example, if you owe $5,000 on your credit card and your credit limit is $10,000, your credit utilization rate is $5,000 divided by $10,000, which gives you 50%, which is bad. If, however, your balance on your credit card is $2,000 and you have a credit limit of $10,000, that is $2,000 divided by $10,000, which gives you 20%, which is good. So as a general rule of thumb, you want your credit utilization rate to be always under 25%. That means that you can never have a balance of $2,500 on the credit card that has a limit of 10,000. Using less than 25% of your credit limit signals that you are someone that's not relying on credit, and therefore that plays an important part in improving your credit score. There are only two effective ways to ensure that you're always within the 25% ratio. The first method is advised by everyone. So this is the method that I would suggest most people to do because it's the easiest one to do. It's the one that you have the more control of. The second method is only for professionals. This is for people that do not have any credit card debt, that pay their debt on time and in full at the end of every month. So they don't have any issue, they don't have any debt that's outstanding because they pay regularly and they pay every month on time and in full. So the first method is expense management. So this means that if at the moment you realize that your monthly expenses are higher than your credit limit, go through your expenses to find out expenses that are not necessary. Expenses that are impulse driven, and just cut them out. They're not adding value to your life. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money, but you keep spending money on those items. Cut them out. Now, the second method, this is only for professionals. This is only for people who are not relying on credit. They're using the credit card just as a tool to build their score, so that if they ever find themselves in a situation where they need a loan, they will get that loan at a very, very low interest rate, which is the whole purpose of having a perfect credit score. So these people do not have any debt. They pay their credit card balances every month in full and on time. They are not relying on credit. It's just a tool. So if you're in this category and you've checked your expenses, you've seen that all the expenses on this card or all your monthly expenses are necessary expenses, and you're running at more than 25% of your credit limit, all you need to do is to call the bank to increase your credit limit. You can check my exact script in this video. Now, the next step to ensure that you have a perfect credit score is not to carry a balance on your credit card. If you have a balance on your credit card, pay them off. Just pay it off and move forward. Another point that you need to watch to ensure that you get a perfect credit score is not to open a lot of credit card accounts in a short period of time, as this will impact negatively your credit score. As a matter of fact, you only need 3 credit cards. And if you check out this video, you will see exactly what those credit cards are for and when you need to use them. Another quick box that you can check to ensure that you improve your credit score is to register for electoral roll. If you're based in the UK, you can only do this in the council you live in. The easiest way to find out the council you live in is by typing in the first section of your postcode in Google, and Google will tell you exactly which council you're in. Once that's done, all you need to do is to type in register to vote in the council you live in. So for example, if you live in the Lambeth Council, you say register to vote in the Lambeth Council. You can do that in Google. It takes about 5 minutes. Now, the last thing that you need to do, which you will find shocking for most of you guys, to ensure that you have a perfect credit score, is to just being a good citizen. So ensure that you stay away from all situations that will implicate you in breaking the law. So avoid matters that might take you to court, because county court judgment will have a negative impact on your credit score. Thank you guys for watching. If you got tremendous value out of this video, please click that like button. I'll be dropping a new video every week, so subscribe to the channel to ensure that you don't miss out on anything. I really appreciate the fact that you spend your most precious asset, which is your time, to watch this video. It would be a shame for that time to go to waste. So please take some time during your week, during your day, over the weekend to apply some of these suggestions. Your financial situation will not improve by only watching these videos, but by implementing them. Now, go take action.